I'm having a really bad day. I've been having a really bad week, and even though I tell you I haven't really gone into anything because I haven't wanted to be true to myself, kind of, I have lied to myself about it. I have hidden my head into the sand and just like, yeah, nothing is going on, I'm just feeling a little bit worse, it's nothing bad. But I have to listen to my body and I have to listen to myself. My migraine is getting worse, which it was getting better a couple of days ago and now it's getting worse again. I've been having really bad vertigo for 2 days. Everything is just spinning. I'm sad, and I don't know if that is because I'm overwhelmed, because I feel that I have to stop in my track again, or because of the medication. I'm feeling really icky. I can't really walk on my feet in the mornings because I have so much pain underneath the soles of my feet. I'm so stiff when I wake up in the morning. I can't hardly move, but I do move because it lessens the stiffness. My migraine is so bad that I have to go very carefully wherever I go. My tummy is not very happy. I'm got rashes all over my body. I'm exhausted. Like, I'm having such a bad day and I have had such a bad week. And the big thing with all of this is I don't know why. I don't know why, and I need to figure out why. And you can't be happy every day, but I don't like being sad. I don't like having this rough life that is going on right now, and it feels like I only have myself to blame. I shouldn't have gone off my diet, but how would I know that I couldn't eat all of those things if I had? How long will it take till my diet kind of rectifies what I did? Is it my diet that has made me sick, or is it my new medication? Or do I have a lupus flare because of all the stress? It's hard because I don't have all the answers, and I can't go to a doctor to get the answers because my immune system doesn't work that way. It's rough when you know you're super sick but you don't get a fever because your body don't raise your temperature. I don't get a high CRP because my immune system doesn't work. A CRP is based on that your white cells are fighting. My white blood cells doesn't fight. I just go around feeling icky instead. It's so hard because when I get the flu, I don't get sick when it comes to tests. So I don't know. Wonder if this is a lupus flare. I do have all the rashes on my back. Can that be a part of a lupus flare? Is I have the stress that I've been under for the past 6 months due to doctors not doing their job? Has that kicked me into a lupus flare? Do I need to eat medication that is going to break down my body again? I'm scared. And I just want to be normal. It's like the, isn't it enough soon? Isn't it enough? Haven't I gone through enough? Why am I sick all the time? What is it that makes me sick? Can someone fix this? I don't know. I'm having one of those days, really bad days. And talking to the camera helps because I get it out there. and I don't have a doctor's appointment until next week, so I have to kind of hold it together until I can see my therapist again. Wondering if all this sadness is just the medications or not. And what if it is the medication? What am I gonna do then? They don't want to operate. Am I gonna live with a chronic migraine? I don't know. I would say that the logical self just ran out of energy, and the emotional self hasn't been with me on the plane. So maybe I just have to work on getting the emotional self onto the plane. I don't know. Life sucks sometimes. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. It is rainy and grey outside. I'm having a rough morning. So I haven't done anything this morning. I've been awake for like 1.5 hours. I had my alarm at 7 because I knew I wouldn't get up at 6 because I did have a rough day yesterday. And then my alarm rang and Christopher let the kiddies in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna lie here for just a second more. And then I woke up at 8:30. So yeah, I just slept in. And then I woke up and my whole body is just super painful. Wondering if I got the flu or something, because that could be happening. I've been feeling feverish and stuff, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically been my morning. I've been watching YouTube, I've been looking at things and just taking it easy. I don't know what the rest of the day will bring today. I haven't really decided anything. I do think that I'm going to have some oatmeal for breakfast, and then I'm gonna see if I have the brain capacity to write the blog post. I'm not sure, because it's like someone have stuffed my head with cotton or something. So I'm not sure I have the brain capacity for it. Like, words are not flowing in my mind, and when I write blog posts I need to be able to have the words flowing and kind of run out. So I don't know, but I do really need to get that video up, and today is kind of the last day of my period of when to get it up, so hopefully I can do that. Yeah. I also want to photograph those knitting markers and maybe edit a vlog, but probably about 1% of that will be done, because it's one of those days. I'm considering just putting some movies on and sit down here and do the knitting, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can kind of wake up, because I've been awake for 1.5 hours and don't even feel the slightest different from when I got up. So yeah, I even had a cup of coffee. So some porridge and another cup of coffee, and then we'll see. Good morning, guys. I hope you have a much better day, and I hope you have an awesome day, and that life is treating you kind. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better mentally. I talked it out with the camera, which is always a good thing, but I also wrote a little post on Facebook, kind of talking about how I'm feeling, and those kind of things usually put me in a better mood. I did get the kitchen cleaned, so that also helps. And I'm making a cup of coffee, and I think I'm gonna sit down and knit, because sitting here, I've been kind of doing some research and stuff, but sitting here just makes things worse. So I'm gonna head in to the living room to my knitting. I actually gotten pretty good amount of away on my little knit here, so that is awesome. I might actually make one teeny tiny little thing to hang on, so that I can kind of see different days how much I do. So I might do that first, and then drink coffee and watch a movie.
a little update on my cross stitching. And yeah, you have a little gizmo over there. He is so super adorable and cute. But yeah, I am doing my sweater. You do from the top and down, so I am here. See, so I'm not dropping any. I thought I'd show you what I was using my new little markers for. So I have these progress markers that I just made, little blue ones. And what I've done is, this is sort of where I started yesterday. I think I had done a couple more stitches before I realized I wanted one. So I had another one here that was a little bit longer, so I switched that one out. So that was what I started yesterday. This is where I started today. And then I have my little knitting markers. So there's a difference between stitching markers or progress markers and knitting markers. Progress markers, you can still use them as knitting markers, but only on smaller needles. And then you have knitting markers, which are basically just a loop. So they have a little bit of a bigger hole, so you can use them on bigger needles. And then just hang them on the needle as a marker, while this is kind of put to the fabric as a marker. So this you can open because it has that little lobster claps. So yeah, so that is this knitting so far. It is a double seed stitch. Realized I called it moss stitch, but I think I called it moss stitch because I think it's called that in Swedish, but it's called seed stitch in English, and this is a double seed stitch. I really like the texture. It's really textured, and I actually measured it and it should actually fit perfectly. I'm knitting at a little bit of a tighter gauge, and I don't think that actually matters. Then you have this kind of ribbing at the top. But yeah, my knitting so far. Now I'm gonna knit and drink coffee and watch a movie and probably cuddle with that little guy, because he wants to cuddle. He wants to cuddle a lot. I've been cuddling with Leia all morning, so well, it's his time. He doesn't like when you play with his tail. I'm starting to feel a little bit better mentally. Like biting that post helped a lot. And then I've been kind of hanging on Facebook for a little while, chatting with people and stuff. Then I stopped into the SLE group and actually got reminded of something, that it's so easy to forget everything, and you can't really have lists kind of telling you all the symptoms and reasons and everything. And one of the thoughts that I had was, well, I usually get a lot more pain in my body when it's cold and wet, and like most rheumatic people do have issues when it's cold and wet, and they don't really know why that happens, but it does. Yeah, you have a little Leia there if you're wondering what that tail was all about. But so it might just be the cold and the wetness and everything, and I am not going to have to push through that so much longer because I'm going on vacation that I haven't really told you about. Okay. Me and Christopher is heading out in about a month, and we are going to do some preparations and stuff, so we are going to tell you as time goes by. I have mentioned it on Facebook, I think, and in one or two groups once a couple of months ago. It's a long time planning, but I'm keeping a little bit quiet. However, I will talk about a little bit when it comes closer, because I'm going to the States, and maybe I can meet up with some of you if you are in the state that I am going to be. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, because yeah, it's always fun to have secrets. Most of it's actually booked, so but yeah.
a little bit better. I'm gonna see if I can get our streaming service to work. We have some issues with it right now, but maybe we can fix that so I can watch things. And I think I'm going to set up my 3rd cup of coffee because tired, and maybe put something more into my tummy because hungry. Well, it's time for me to head to bed, go to sleep, and all of those things. I've spent the whole day in the sofa knitting. That is all I've done. Well, we've been discussing the vacation a little bit. And then we've been watching TV series and stuff. So all of those things, fun things. Migraine. I actually had a chicken salad for dinner, and they were so big, so both me and Christopher got a doggy bag home for once. So we can have that for lunch tomorrow, which is gonna be awesome. Hopefully I have more energy tomorrow, but we'll see. I just want to say good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.